Hello, I'm Stephanie and I'm Marketing Manager at Interhex studying Bulgaria. We help students apply at Bulgarian universities, and today I will give you some updates on coronavirus in Bulgaria and how it affects foreign students. Keep in mind that daily I publish updates on our Facebook and Instagram page, which is Interhex. I will post down the link below, and please do feel welcome to ask us there any questions you may have, also in the comment section here. I know that this time may be very stressful for you and your family. So over the past few weeks, a lot of students have contacted us with questions, and in this video I'll try to answer the most frequently asked questions, and I hope you find the information useful. Firstly, how is the situation in Bulgaria? As of today, 20th of March 2020, there are around 100 coronavirus cases confirmed in Bulgaria. The government is taking a lot of measures to prevent the virus from spreading. So, for instance, some of the border points have closed. We have introduced a travel ban, so people coming from high-risk countries are not allowed to enter the country unless they have a residence permit. I'll talk about that later as well. Also, a lot of shops, gyms, restaurants have closed. And keep in mind that further measures are also considered. For instance, introducing a night hour, meaning, for instance, after 8 p.m. you will not be allowed to go out, more than 2 people should not be seen outside together, etc., etc. I'm sure the government is doing their best to protect the citizens, but also like foreigners coming to the country. People who come from abroad for now must stay for 14 days at home, because they might not feel sick, but they may be already affected by the virus. So they should stay at home. The police will check up on them. When you arrive in Bulgaria, the police will give you a lot of instructions, so don't worry. The second question that most students are interested in is when the university will start. As of today, the university classes are suspended, as foreign students in Bulgaria are very well aware of. And on each university page, there is information till when that is. So please check your university website and follow the website for more updates. During this period, the university is also introducing distance learning, but keep in mind that depending on how the situation changes, so for instance, if there are more cases, etc., this date may be postponed as well. So again, make sure to regularly check the university website for updates. Keep in mind that everybody is hoping that the university does start on the date when the university has actually announced, because right now this is really affecting the staff of the university, students as well. Keep in mind that the teachers will also inform you how this may affect your exams, for instance, if they'll be postponed, if they'll be held online, etc. Information about the university and your exams, lectures, etc. It's important to discuss them with your teachers, and do not rely on any rumors. Should I leave Bulgaria? This is something that a lot of students ask me, and I can definitely tell you this is a personal decision. So for now, the university is closed for a couple of weeks, so it is up to you and your family to decide that. Keep in mind that when flying back to Bulgaria, there might be travel restrictions. So as I mentioned, there is right now a travel ban for people coming from certain countries. So it is best to discuss this with your family and also with your embassy. Will I be able to come back to Bulgaria if I leave now? So for now, people who have a residence permit, which is a document which is mandatory for all foreigners who live in Bulgaria for more than 90 days, which means students as well. So for now, if they have this document, they will be allowed back. If you don't have this document, I'll talk about this later on. But for now, if you don't have this document and you're coming from a high-risk country, you will be refused entry. What I can advise you is to again discuss this with the embassy and see on what options you have when traveling back to Bulgaria. Keep in mind that a lot of companies are also canceling flights to Bulgaria, as well as borders might get closed completely. Nobody knows what will happen in the future, so please be patient with the embassy staff, with the university staff, as they cannot give you also full information on what might happen in a month. As of 18th of March 2020, Bulgaria has introduced a travel ban, which forbids people coming from high-risk countries like the UK, India, Germany, Spain, Italy, and others to enter the country unless they have a residence permit or they have a family member who has a residence permit, they're Bulgarian citizens, or they have a family member who is a Bulgarian citizen. In the description down below, I will post the link to the exact regulation. Please make sure to check it very carefully. Also, please keep in mind that the list of the countries that are included in the high-risk countries may become longer. As for when the travel ban will be lifted, for now it is until further notice, so unfortunately nobody knows. So I'm sure that the embassies and the government will publish news as soon as they have them. Please be patient. For now, if you have a residence permit, you will be allowed back to Bulgaria. However, keep in mind that if borders get closed completely, this may affect you as well. If you're right now in Bulgaria and you do not have the residence permit, I advise you to apply as soon as possible for it, as the migration office is currently open. If you do not have a residence permit and you're not in Bulgaria right now, I advise you to contact your embassy immediately and they'll guide you about that. Usually you can apply for a residence permit only at the migration office in Bulgaria, but since the situation is changing, I'm not sure if embassies outside Bulgaria will introduce something. Keep in mind that this is not announced for now, but you can discuss with your embassy on different ways how you can enter the country if this is possible at all without the residence permit. For any further questions on residence permit, for instance, if it's renewed, if you're getting it renewed right now, if it's expiring, if you have just applied for it, etc. There are various scenarios. Please contact us on our Instagram and Facebook page and we'll be happy to assist you. Maybe some of you wonder how this will affect the application of future students who are interested in studying in Bulgaria. For now, it does not affect them. Our office is located in Bulgaria, so we keep in touch with the university in Bulgaria on a daily basis. This is why we provide you with daily updates that you might find useful. So for our students who are applying right now, we'll inform them in person if any exam dates are postponed, if this will affect any deadlines, but as mentioned, for now there is no change. I would like to mention a couple of more other things. To start with, please do not rely on information and rumors that are spread online. As mentioned, the official decisions and measures will be uploaded on the university website, on your embassy website, and on the government website. Something I would like to ask you is to be patient with the staff of the university, with the embassy, and with other governmental institutions, because right now everybody is overwhelmed with calls, messages, etc. As you know, the situation is changing every day. So please be patient, and I'm sure that all information and updates will be sent out to you as soon as possible. If you're currently abroad, we advise you to contact your landlord and also your patients if you're a medical or a dental student. Inform them that you will not be here for a while. If they do not speak English language, please contact us and we'll give you a message in Bulgarian language which you can forward to them. Another thing that you may wonder is what you should do while the university is closed. To start with, I suggest you start studying and preparing for your exams, even if you haven't covered all the necessary topics. Maybe you can start studying in advance so that you feel prepared afterwards. Keep in mind that as soon as the university starts, there might be a bit of work overload because they'll try to compensate for the weeks that you have missed out. So this is something else you can do. Also, a lot of hospitals are looking for volunteers. So if you wish to volunteer, please contact the hospital directly and make sure to follow the rules for prevention and protection from the virus. Of course, don't forget that there are a lot of elderly people, maybe even in the building where you live, so maybe you can post a small note on the entrance door that you're willing to help out people who might need help in these stressful times. Currently, there is an initiative by locals to applaud doctors and medics from the balconies at 9 p.m. every night. So if you hear people at 9 p.m., you can take part and just be thankful. During your free time now, make sure to read all the possible information about prevention and protection from the virus, but also make sure you talk to your parents who may be also very worried, as well as your fellow colleagues. Of course, pharmacies and supermarkets will remain open. Currently, some of the supermarkets have already introduced a measure when only maximum 10 people will be allowed to be in the supermarket. Keep in mind that you can also donate a lot of organizations, but also hospitals, have published their bank accounts where you can donate. Contact us and we'll be happy to share the bank account details of the hospitals in Bulgaria. If you're staying at home, make sure to stay healthy as well. So eat vegetables and fruits, make sure you do some exercise, take a break from the screen, from your phone, from the TV. Make sure your eyes take a break. Also take time for stuff you haven't had the time to do. For instance, talk to your grandparents, read a book, or enjoy a hobby. As always, we're here to help. So if you want to talk to somebody or your parents are really worried, make sure to contact us on Facebook, Instagram, email, give us a call, and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. As mentioned, the situation is changing every day, so this information may not be accurate in a week or two. New measures might have been implemented, but of course we'll do our best to keep you updated on our social media channels. And as always, do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. Stay safe.